What's up, Sitters? This is Tyler Roth, along with Joey Edge.
Sitters, what's good?
And Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
And we are front porch sitting. Golly, it feels good to be back. We missed a week.
It's like the third time in 4.5 years, almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good ratio, though.
It actually might be.
Dude, we did a show while I was in Orlando, and you were on Zoom chat with some. We've had some rough ones.
We've had some rough ones,
but
Yeah.
we took the week off last week. We all had some stuff going on, so
It was a nice mental break, I think.
it was a nice mental break. We had a lot going on. We don't listen. When we do a show, we give it everything.
That's right.
So if we can't give it everything, we just ain't gonna go.
We're not mailing it in.
No, sir.
You guys deserve better than that. We're not going to do that.
That's right. That's right. So how's everybody doing?
Good. Good.
So,
Good.
That's a
Good.
solid good.
That was confident.
That was
Very
there.
confident.
Solid
Good. You like that? That was very confident. I'm good.
I feel like you took a beat to really think about it. Like, am I doing good?
Yeah, he was decided.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Chris, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm actually doing great.
You've been a little busy.
My God. Yes. Yes, I have. We'll talk about that in a little bit. How about you, Tyler? How are you doing, sir?
Man, I can't complain. Life is good.
Yeah,
Life is good. We do have a full show for you tonight.
We
Sirius.
really do.
Yep.
We really
Fired
do. There's
up.
been a lot going on. So, but if you do have questions, you can always put them in the chat, and we'll see if we can get to them.
Yeah. A lot of NFL. Not a lot. Some NFL. A lot of college football stuff.
Yes.
Some news has happened since the last time we spoke.
Hot news.
Yeah. Big fan. I'm a huge fan of this show tonight. I think we're gonna have a great time with it.
I'm excited.
But before we get into any of that,
Yes, sir.
we do need to talk about JW Weaponry. They are the premier gun store in the South, and they're always loaded. Even when we're not producing a podcast, stay loaded. They stay
Always
ready.
loaded.
Joey, can you give me the number?
Yeah, I can. 386-243-8587 is the number to JW Weaponry. That's 386-243-8587. Make sure you mention Front Porch Sitting, get your 5% off. And, yeah, man, just go see John. John's good people. His store has been around for a long time, so you know they do good work. And if they don't have something, they're going to make sure you get it. They're always willing to do whatever, whenever to earn your business because that's what they do.
100%. I love that.
And they support local.
Yeah.
They always support local.
One more time, give them the number.
386-243-8587.
There you go.
Hey, there
My
you go.
bad.
There we go.
Started reading the comments. Hey, shout out Chandler Collins, AJ Brinson, Waylon, Cam Cooey, Clayton Steinrock. We're so bike. Yeah. Glad you guys are in the chat.
I'm not cool enough to understand what he meant by that. I'm glad you
Bike?
said it out
Back?
loud. I get it now.
Okay.
Bike,
now.
baby.
Shout out Cameron Cooey. That jacket is sick, Joey. Listen, that's the first thing I told Joey when he walked in.
Chad
I could
Hunter,
never
what up?
wear it. I could never wear it.
I couldn't
It's
even.
white.
I need 25 pounds. If sitting down, it's fine. You can't tell. I need 25 pounds going, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, you're going to get dirty, though. That's what I meant. Oh, and I definitely won't wear it because of the color of white. I only wear. If you notice, I wear black a lot. It's very generous to people of my size. I wear black a lot.
Me too.
I look like a marshmallow in that thing.
That's why, like, the dark purple's the same way. It's got that slimming effect.
Yes. It's an
Not for
effect.
me because, oh boy. But
I think
it's
it looks
better.
great.
It's better than gold. Thank you, Chris. You're
Hey, you know what
a
people
great
should
liar.
do right now?
Tell me.
Like it. Like right now. Stop what you're doing. Like it. Subscribe. We're really, really, really close to 200 subscribers, by the way. Like 194. Just need 6 more. Can we just get 6 more, please? Like that would be just wonderful.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah, text a friend, send them a link. That'd be cool. Then hop back in. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. First thing up on the docket is the upcoming changes.
I got shout outs first.
Yeah,
More
we got lots of shout outs.
Oh, do we?
I
No,
actually,
not lots, but we're gonna get to some of the stuff in the chat too.
All right, let's do it.
so I withdrew my shout out last time because I don't want to water it down. Like I want it to be like genuine.
Right.
So I'm gonna shout out my kid, Zane. He had tubes today, he had surgery. He's an absolute soldier, little champion. Like he was just happy as could be 30 minutes after surgery. Like,
Yeah.
Made my life really easy.
Stud muffin.
Couldn't eat from 7 p.m. last night until 8:50. 8:50 for a 1-year-old? Long time.
It's 13 hours and 50 minutes.
Could have made
For a
our
1-year-old.
life.
He said it's a long time for a 1-year-old.
It's a long time for my fat
Right.
behind, but
Nothing. No water, no nothing.
Ooh.
So,
Oh my god.
no, he could have made our life miserable. He didn't. Shout out Zane.
I
And then
love that.
my second shout out, so I have 2 this week. Joey Edge. Joey Edge is my other shout out. This weekend we went to Tennessee. Kelsey's sister got married. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. But I was away from my house from Thursday till Monday. I don't want to board my dogs, so Joey takes care of both of my dogs, feeds them, makes sure they go outside. They were alive when we got home Monday afternoon, evening. Joey did his job. Joey's a really good friend. I appreciate you very much, sir. Took a lot of stress off of our plate. You know what else is stressful? And then you guys can have the floor.
Yeah.
Vacations with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Dude.
So
You don't ever get a break, do you?
no. Oh my God.
That's the thing.
No.
That's
It's,
what people don't understand. Like, you don't get a break.
it's totally different.
Like the road trip. You know, remember like when you used to go on
Yeah.
trips with your wife, just
Yeah.
you and your wife?
oh my God.
Dude, the road trip is like half of the best part.
It's wonderful.
It's incredible. It's like a nightmare now. Especially, are you potty training yet?
Yeah. That, non-existent right on a trip like
Slap
that.
and pull up on it. We're good to go.
Yeah. So literally, this house, huge,
It's so true, though.
huge mansion house. It's literally called Gatlinburg Mansion. Had like 15 rooms in it, 3 stories, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stairs. My kids are like a moth to a flame with stairs. They're ready to do cartwheels down the stairs, and they don't even know it. So the whole time, I'm like 5-yard sprints. Grab 10-yard split here. Like I was doing the NFL Combine in the freaking Gatlinburg Mansion.
You're doing the cone drill.
Unbelievable, the shuttle drill. I'm like,
Yeah. That's
and so then there's this huge great room, right? So there's this great room. The story time of Chris. Okay, I didn't know this was going to turn into this. So there's these long tables. It's again beautiful, but they're all set up with like glass vases and beautiful like runners. Yeah, my kids are either at the stairs or trying to pull the runner down, and 50 glass vases are about to smash and crash on the floor. And so Kelsey's getting ready. She's doing hair and makeup. It's just me. I had a wonderful time. It is different with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I was relieved to come home to my house with no stairs.
Good wedding though. Everything was good with
Yeah,
that.
it was very, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Shout out Luke.
Yeah. Shout out Luke and Lindsay. Married.
I'll piggyback off that, and I'll shout out my daughter, Ella. Ella had to get some blood work done last night for reasons we won't get into, but they brought in like 5-6 people because they thought that she was going to like freak out, jump, twist, turn, scream, all those things. Dude, she took it like an actual champion.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't cry, didn't wince, nothing. Sat there, watched her do it.
I would have.
He told me this last night. I'm like, I'm 37 and I still wince at a finger prick.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
It was
I don't want it.
unbelievable. She was an
Yeah.
actual trooper. She was a trooper.
Yeah.
Shout out Ella.
Shout out Ella. Joey?
I don't. My kids, thankfully, have not gone through anything horrible recently. So I don't. I mean, they're good.
Shout out Benton, got a nice haircut.
Look good.
Shout out Josh McCardle for Benton's nice haircut.
There you go. Get there soon.
Shout out Chris Howard.
Ooh,
We had a good practice today.
Good.
Yeah, Coach Howard brought the energy tonight, and I'm here for that.
Good.
I like it. So
Go Tigers.
yeah, I think we're gonna get this thing turned around here pretty
It's a
quick.
long season.
Long season, my guy.
Oh my god, it's killing me. Oh gosh, I love the comments. You guys are great. All
Whoa,
right,
whoa! Chad Hunter announces those games.
I did not know that. I will have to attend
I did not either.
for
I'm
him and John Sherman.
I'm coming up in the press box.
All right, now we can get to it.
all right. Some upcoming changes to college football. We got a tweet. I'll throw it up on the screen. So some new rules coming into effect: helmet communication, tablets on the sideline, and halftime, and a 2-minute warning. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Let's break it down
Yeah.
one by one.
Yep. Let's go first. Helmet communication.
Good with it. Love it actually.
Perfectly fine. I do think, okay, so it's twofold. I think it is good for the sign stealing and all that stuff. Like that
Yep.
should be less. It's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. Like a long time ago, like our headsets in the high school football, like picked up on a different frequency, and like people were listening to conversations that like our staff was having. And I say people, I mean the other team. So like
Wow.
stuff will still happen, of course.
Right.
But it's not as like it'll be a little more challenging than sending a guy to every away game and stealing signs. The other part is this. I don't know how expensive this stuff is. Here's a stock tip. That's not a stock tip. So I'm not a financial advisor. We need to find out what company they're going to use.
Dude, that's a fact.
like right now. Like
Yeah.
go whatever company is going to win that bid. We all need to go figure out who that is. Front porch. I don't know, financial portfolio. All of us together. Someone in here can figure it out. Let's all go.
or FBFP.
Let's go find out who that is, and let's go put a little bit of money in investment. And
President Shane Pope.
Eventually, it'll trickle down to high school. Eventually,
Yep.
it could be big. But how many people can afford it? Like the smaller programs are already kind of being phased out financially. Is there a competitive advantage, disadvantage for like different levels? But I think the biggest of the big schools, the ones we care about, obviously
Right.
it's a really good thing.
My assumption is at the Division I level they'll all get it, right? I think they have to. I don't think they can.
They'll have
I
to
don't
find
think.
a way.
I don't think schools will have to necessarily do this on their own. I think they'll.
I think schools will have. Yeah, I don't know. I've
I
seen
don't
some.
know.
I've seen some things where it'd be like conference only type stuff, like the AACC will only use it or SEC.
Right.
Like, until everyone's on board, at least is my understanding.
Right.
There's some fine print in there.
Gotcha. I think it's good for the game though. It should be to make things a little quicker, offensively and defensively. You should be able to to adjust and do all that a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. So
I like it. Tyler, what do you think?
I think it's fine. I'll miss the signs.
Okay.
Big signs. There's always
The
those
big
guys.
signs,
You'll
yeah.
still have the money down sign. You'll still have certain
Yeah,
stuff,
but
I'm sure.
you know, like the 4 quadrant with random stuff.
that you don't know what they're doing anyways, but it's fun.
No, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
It is.
That guy lost a job today. R.I.P. that guy's job.
Yeah.
There was different people in different color shirts holding up different
Yeah.
signs.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss that.
There they go. Jake.
That's gonna be my point in a minute,
Yep,
Jake.
we're getting there. Tablets on the sideline in halftime.
Love it.
Fine.
I didn't know this wasn't already a thing.
Honestly, I can't say that I did either.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to have like stupid.
So, but high school you can.
High school you can.
NFL you can.
But the
college
one,
you couldn't.
the segment in between, stupid. Should have already been done.
Way back past done.
We're probably too late on that. It's probably gonna be like Microsoft or something. So it's
Some
too late.
surfaces.
Too late to buy into that. But
Yep.
the headset, let's figure it out.
My guess is AT&T. You got a guess on that?
No, I'm not sure. Probably.
AT&T will be the sponsor, but I don't know if it'll be the communication.
I want to know who that.
Maybe like
What's the
Motorola or
brand?
something stupid
Probably,
like that.
probably something like that. But they'll get their stock will get a bump.
Yeah, I agree. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Fine
Last
with it.
Let's just make it the NFL.
I think that's where we're headed.
I was
I
just
mean,
about to say,
that's
when are
basically-
the hash marks going to get narrower? I was going to go.
Yeah, goalpost is going to shrink a touch.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like, you already got free agency in college football,
Yeah.
so you don't have to worry about that. You're already playing players, so you don't have to really worry about that. Let's just call it what it is and call it the NFL minor league.
Yeah. Farm league. Yep. I'm
It's
with
a
it.
farm league to the NFL at this
it
point.
basically is.
That's-
It always has been to a
Well, yeah, it always has been. But there was always school pride. Like we always had pride in our school or pride in this, or like there was traditions for each university that stood like they all stood strong. And I don't know how much longer these small traditions can last.
I'm afraid you're right. We have really, really smart people that actually work in the support staff at Florida State. Everyone knows this by now. Waylon just put in the chat, great for the game, not for the supporting staff. LOL. I'd like to know, like, if you can, kind of expound on that a little bit, because I think you're probably going to have some insight. Well, I know you'll have some insight that I don't know about, but I'd imagine most of the other sitters don't know about either. So throw that in there. We'll get to it. Overall, like 2-minute warning, whatever. To me, it doesn't. It's an extra timeout. Doesn't really move me. Fine. Here's what I think. I think coaches that are good at managing a game just got a better advantage, a leg up. And I think ones Mario Cristobal that are bad at managing the game and the clock are going to get like one more opportunity to get screwed or make a bad decision. So
Billy Napier.
I love that.
Yeah.
Billy Napier, you said?
Yeah.
Him too. I just wasn't going to do that to you.
No, I mean it's as of this moment, it's true. I hope he has learned from this,
Yeah, we'll see.
but
We
as of this moment, he is terrible at clock management.
we shall see.
Okay, before we move on from this topic, what is another change that you think should be made to the game? And again, this isn't in our show notes. I'm spurring this on the last
Say
second.
it one more time.
Yeah,
But
I was reading.
is there another change that you'd like to see brought to the college game that you think would make the gameplay more enjoyable,
Oh, gameplay more.
or viewing experience?
I just like a rule. Like I've been saying this. I don't like the ejection with the targeting. I don't. They amended it and said you can stay on the sideline. Like you no longer have to leave
Stupid.
the field. Okay, cool. How about just let them keep playing? Like,
Yeah.
or treat it like soccer. If you want to treat it like soccer and you want to say, hey,
Yellow, red.
yellow, red. Honestly, I don't even want a red. I want yellow, 2 yellows. If you get 2 targeting penalties, then yeah, now you're ejected because now it's more of a trend type of thing. Like it's like this is what you do.
Yeah.
If it's just a bang bang play and somebody's judgment call says that you had malicious intent, which every hit in football should have malicious intent. Okay, but if you draw the line and say it's too far here, then you get one freebie and the second one, okay, you know what, buddy? You're out for a half. I don't like out at all, but if you have to eject, and they're not amateur athletes anymore, I guess. If you have to eject a college football player, it takes 2. That'd be my one thing.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree with that. That's the one thing that I would like to see change as well. Like, give me the 2, and then
Still don't like the ejection.
I really don't, because there's no right way to do it. Like, you can't, if it's the third to last play of the game, you can't just say, well, he's out for the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm with you though. They got to
They
do something
that in
different.
Soccer, it carries over.
Carries over for half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not that hard to do that.
I
I thought
agree.
it does in college football too, actually.
Oh yeah, well,
No, it's like it's just the rest of that game and then the next half of
Yeah.
the first half of the next
Yeah.
game. Which
that's the one thing I would.
Would you guys be interested in any risque rules, such as like a 60-yard field goal getting more than 3 points?
No,
no,
You're not on board with any of this?
at all.
at all.
Oh, nothing like that?
Nope.
Why not?
That's what the XFL is for.
Right. Yeah, I like football. I don't want to
Yeah,
see
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I mean, I don't either, but man, would it be kind of fun.
No, fantasy football is for that.
Yeah. Yeah. We can play in a college fantasy league if you want to. But
Yeah,
No, I don't.
I'm
I don't
out.
have any other.
I'm
rule
out on.
changes.
I'm out on anything too crazy.
What else was you acted like you had a few there? Like, what else do you have?
No, I don't have a few.
Okay. Okay.
No, I mean nothing that's crazy.
No.
Nothing that's too crazy.
What we
all
got
right.
next?
All right, before we move on, we do need to talk about our good friend. I've already seen him in the chat tonight.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Brian Dix, he just commented, if review can't figure it out within 2 minutes, call stands. Love that one, Brian. Look at that. Our sponsor, Brian, coming up with a great rule change.
I think it should be 30 seconds.
30 seconds, you can't view every camera angle in slow motion multiple times.
I'm cool with even cutting it down to a minute, but I agree with Brian. 2 minutes.
I'm
It
cool
has
with
to
2
be
minutes.
done within 2 minutes, or call stands.
I love that. I love
I still
that.
want to do less, but I'll take 2 because that's better than 72.
Yeah.
It's insane how long
It is.
What
There's
about
also-
Jake?
Yeah, so I do want to talk about this one. Fumbles out of the back of the end zone don't count as touchbacks. What do you want them to count
That's
as?
what I said. What does it count as? That's my point.
That's
like,
the problem.
I agree. I'm cool with it. That is a hell of a play right there when that
Right.
happens.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
lit. That is a huge
It's at
swing.
minimum a 3-point swing.
At-
At most, I guess 7 or 8.
It could be 14. Because you're giving up the ball and they're going down and score. So you're giving up 7 and you may go give 7. I understand what he's saying, but I don't know, like, if you have a problem, and I agree, it might be a bit of a problem, what's the solution? Put the ball back 15 yards?
I
Is
was
it a
gonna say, you
penalty?
could go back 20 yards.
Yeah, I mean, go to
45
the
yards.
20 and you lose the down. I don't know the
That's-
answer either.
To me, that's too much. That's rewriting the rules, and that would be a extremely big rule change.
Jay said he don't know the answer, but he's willing to listen.
Yeah. I think the only thing, first of all, I don't agree with it, and then we need to get to Wayland's, but I don't agree with it. But also, in addition to that, it would have to be a loss of a down and some type of reset the ball at the 20.
Quite a few yards.
Yeah, like put the
I
ball at
think,
the
I
20.
think the 20 is probably fair.
Yeah,
20
so-
is
It's the reverse touchback.
20 in goal.
Yeah.
yeah. There's no more first downs.
No, yeah. So it'd be second and goal from the 20.
Yeah. Because most likely you're fumbling that thing inside the 5.
Oh,
For
yeah.
it to go through the back of the end zone.
My biggest problem with it is right now it's a risk reward to reach for the end zone or the pylon or whatever it may be. Because if the ball comes loose,
Yeah.
which it has that risk when you extend the ball
Yeah.
out, there's risk reward to it at this point, and that's why I like to play the way that it is.
I agree.
I don't dislike the rule either, to be honest. I don't know that I like it. I just don't know that I don't know the right alternative to make it to where I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't see a good alternative to it other than what it
Agreed.
is now, which I mean sucks for the offensive guy, but at the same time, Clayton said the solution is to take care of the football.
Bingo. So earlier we asked the question about what the iPads and headsets would do for the on-field staff, support staff, and Waylon replied, more moving pieces that could be lost or messed up on and off the field, more training, and more things in general that could be added on in the future. Job security is what I would say. That makes you guys way more valuable, and maybe you'll hire more of you.
Get a raise.
Yeah.
All right,
But I can see that. I can see where he's coming from.
back to the ad read
Oh, yeah.
with our good
Brian
friend
Sports.
Brian Sports.
That's right.
Dude, I love Brian so much. I don't get to see him as much anymore. I'm not in the Sunday school class, which makes me kind of sad. But I do see him quite frequently. It's always a good time.
You know where you could see him?
I know exactly where I could go see him. At the store.
That's
At
right.
Brian Sporting Goods. I almost botched that up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he did a pretty good job of botching it up. Joey,
I almost
Yes,
blocked.
sir.
if they wanted to go there to Brian's Sports off of Highway 90, where,
On the east side.
it's on the east side, who and what number could they call?
They can call 755-057. Nope. Yep. 0570. 755-0570 is the number to Brian Sports.
One more time.
755-0570.
Bingo.
Yes. Yeah. Mention Front Porch Sitting, get 10% off. And he's got everything.
Family owned and operated.
This little hoodie right
Dude,
here.
I was about to
Oh,
ask,
that's the. Oh, I didn't know it had a hood on it.
dog.
I gotta go get my. Well, I don't. I
imagine
never
a
got
black
confirmation. I never got confirmation if Brian made those for me. But if you did, I do. I need to come get them. But if you didn't, I'll text you what I need. I won't do an online order or on show order
Hot in
again.
here. But
Looks
yeah.
nice though.
Yeah.
Those look really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
They look fire. They look so much better in person than they do on camera too.
Yeah, true.
You're a good model for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Sitting down.
You're
Yeah, anyways, go see Brian, man. Brian is as good as it gets. He's again somebody that always supports local. And so anytime we get a chance to support him, we need to try to do that as a community.
You know what I love about Brian's?
Tell me.
It is the place to go when you are an up and coming athlete, when you're training to get better. All that work, you're preparing, you're getting stuff ready. All that leads to the college football season, and then college football into the combine.
Combine.
NFL.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I was really trying to do a transition there.
Sorry, I was reading a text message.
I
that's
feel
my
like that
bad.
was like a really good transition.
You did. You
Super
did.
good.
Honestly, did a really
And
good
then
job.
Joey's over there looking at his watch.
I was
Yeah,
reading
not
a
great.
message.
Not great. I was trying to find a graphic, so I was actually doing research.
All right, Joey.
Yeah.
Tell me about the combine.
So we'll start local with Florida and Florida State guys.
Yes, sir.
Florida only had 2 guys there.
Ricky Pearsall.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who the other one was.
Who was the other one? Oh my God! Y'all are chat. Will you help these fans out here? Who was it for real?
In my
Did
defense,
they actually have 2?
I'm the producer, and I clearly don't know ball, as Clayton Sonic would say.
Yeah.
So I get like a solid pass here. Joey is the Florida Gator expert on this.
Okay, Pearsall.
Had to be
I don't know.
had to be the backer.
This isn't good.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
The backer.
Florida
The linebacker?
Gators.
Yeah, but who? I didn't.
The 12th year senior.
Oh, Terhada Mitchell.
No. The one that was actually there forever.
All right. Well,
Kingsley Guns.
Okay, that's not who I thought it was. He's the offensive lineman.
eh.
That's what the internet's telling me.
Okay, cool. Listen,
Yeah, let's talk about Pearsall.
let's talk about Pearsall.
Yeah.
Pearsall had
He's the only one.
Yeah, he had
Freak show.
a great
Dude, his vertical leap.
42.
Holy moly.
That's crazy.
I saw Justin Jefferson's was like 38, 39.
Which is also stupid.
I don't think people quite understand how freaking high that is.
No.
42 inches. Okay, 48 is 4 feet.
Yeah.
He's
that's-
jumping 3.5 feet. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, crazy.
It's
That
crazy.
is crazy.
He ran a 4.4 140, but the thing that I like the most is what he did in the drills, like the actual football being thrown around and all that. Like the routes were crisp. The gauntlet, he was in a straight line for the most part.
Yep.
He ran faster in the gauntlet. We're gonna talk about that in a minute too. We are because
I love it. I'm here for it.
because
Let's
there's some shade that don't need to be
Oh, I
be
did
had.
throw shade, and
No.
I threw shade at you
At me?
on Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah, you
didn't see
commented
it.
back.
I was saying, you
Yes, you
commented
did.
on
You
it.
commented
What did I
on
say?
it.
What did you say?
We'll discuss it on the front porch.
Well, we will.
That's like when my dad was like, "We'll discuss it when you get home." And like, take the long way home. Like, don't get home now.
Which one
Get-
was it about? That was
Johnny Wilson.
It was Johnny.
Yeah, it's okay. We get to it.
That's right. I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now, listen, it was like a week ago. Phil.
Yeah,
It was.
I go.
Anyways,
Yes.
Pearsall.
Routes, gauntlet. Go.
Yeah, Pearsall was money. I think he made money.
Probably so.
At the combine this weekend on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it was a big day for him. Really, really big day. He
Yeah.
did what he needed to do to make himself stand out.
His combine matched with his production on the field.
Maybe even better.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. But like, if you had any questions about it, like, he answered those questions in the combine.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Adam Fuller is probably like, whenever it was 2 years ago, whenever him and Anthony Richardson were the only real football players on the field for Florida because everyone was hurt, and Pearsall still went dumb crazy, and AR also went dumb crazy.
Right.
I think Adam Fuller is probably like, well, guess he was just a freak. There was nothing we could do. Nothing we could do about him. Like,
Right.
Look at him. Like, 4.41, 42-inch vertical. He has great hands, runs great routes. Like you're not guarding him. As a Gator fans, I feel like you wasted a little bit of a player in him. He's a freak.
I think so too.
And I also think Florida deserves credit for developing him.
I think so too. Again,
He's a transfer portal. They don't develop their players. Okay, well, he was there 2 years, and he wasn't that guy at Arizona State. So
no, he was solid.
He was
solid,
okay.
Solid football player.
Not that.
No, he wasn't that. So yeah, a big day for Pearsall.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you much about Kingsley. I don't do offensive linemen. So
We're not doing that. Y'all are not here for O-line breakdown. Sorry.
And
Not
if you
unless we
are,
get Jake Slaughter on here, then we'll do it.
oh, Jake Slaughter, top 5 interior defensive lineman coming back in college football.
Offensive lineman, yeah.
Top 5 interior offensive lineman coming back in college football.
Is that real?
According to someone, I don't remember who, but yes, we retweeted it from our account.
I always made a bad joke. Okay.
Yeah, big fan of Jake Slaughter.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Front porch
He was
athlete,
such a
Jake
nice dude.
He was really good.
Really good human.
Good people.
Yep.
Florida State
Florida State.
had
Florida State.
quite a few more.
Florida
Quite a
State.
few, yes.
Had quite a few more. I wonder if Georgia fans were like, who were these guys? I didn't see any of these guys in the Orange Bowl. Who are? They didn't know who any of these guys were. No, I think like Josh Storms made money. They all tested extremely well.
They all did test extremely well.
Yeah, like I mean, Jarian Jones, he made money. He ran a 4.38. He had like a 90 PFF grade again for what that's worth. Take it for what it's worth.
Right.
Okay, but they grade all of them in some type of metric. I did get told from a college football coach at Florida State that one of the people who does the gradings also mows grass. So
What a fun fact.
not that mowing grass is bad, but like he's not a full-time football coach. He
Right.
has a job and also grades film.
Right.
So, anyways, he made a lot of money. He had a really good year at Florida State.
Yeah. Where's he projected to go? Do you know?
I do not know, but I think he'll probably be like
Mid third,
top 100, top 150 pick,
Okay.
maybe.
I was thinking.
Top
Third,
three
fourth-
rounds.
Yeah, third, fourth round.
Yeah, that's what about.
Yeah,
third,
100,
third.
100
yeah.
150 puts you in that range, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Trey Benson ran a 4.39. That's also dumb crazy.
Huge.
He made a lot of money.
He made money because of that.
Yes.
Like nothing else that he did mattered. He ran a 4.39. His film speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need anything
At
else.
like 230. Like, what?
The 4.3 made him the first running back drafted.
You think so?
I do.
So where does that slot him? Second round?
Yeah, it's still mid.
Yeah,
mid-second.
nobody's going to take a first round back on. But still, he made money. He made money.
He made money. I think, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think you're right. Kalen DeLoach, 4.47. He's a small
Stupid fast.
linebacker.
Right.
He's undersized, so that's going to ding him. But he is what he is. But he can run.
Yeah.
If you're going to be that small, you better be 4.4.
Right.
It was 4.4.
4.4 is flying.
Bernardo Green, 4.49. I think in the right system, he'll get drafted. Johnny Wilson, 4.52. Also crazy. Like he's 6'7" or whatever. We say he's 6'7".
He's 6'7".
He's 6'7". Can you believe that?
Yeah. 6'7" Johnny Wilson.
Yeah.
Referring him by his surname.
That's right. Jared Verse, 4.58. Jaheim Bell, 4.61. Braden Fisk made his money. So there's a stat. So there's like this
Brady
relative.
Fisk made money.
He's so good.
I know.
He was so good. I feel so robbed that we didn't get to see him play against like. I hate that. After watching these guys perform in the way they did, it really hurts my heart that I didn't get to see what would have happened if they would play against Georgia.
Against the best of the best.
Still may get beat, but like
Yeah.
it is not going to look like what it looked like.
Boom, Georgia. I wanted to see them against Michigan.
I would love that too. But Braden Fisk, so like there's like this relative athletic score based off size, and they've been tracking this data since they've been keeping this data and then measuring it since like 1986. Defensive tackles. He is top 6 ever in his numbers, like percentile that he ranked out in all of his testing. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Pretty good.
It's one thing to go to the combine and do numbers
Yeah.
when you don't have film, right? Like you can go there and you're like, man, this guy, he may be able to play, but his film doesn't say that. So
Yeah.
let's, we can wait on this guy or whatever. And then there's other guys that show up that have some film, like Pearsall, like Fisk, that they do have the film, but it's not like top tier film.
Right.
But then they do the things that they do, and it's like
Oh, that'll translate.
that translates.
And,
Right.
and then you go watch his end of the year games against Florida and Louisville, where he absolutely was a problem.
Took games over.
Absolutely. At certain points, him and Jared Verse, both, they literally took games over. It was unbelievable. And the boys in the chat, they can confirm it. I don't think it matters anymore. But he had turf toe. He would walk around in a boot and not practice all week and then play.
Yeah.
Like he was in a literal he had turf toe really bad at the end of the year, and he still put in those performances. And here's another thing that I was privy to this information I was given, and I'll say it now that the combine is over. A coach that I talked about a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, at Florida State. I'm not gonna say his name, but those guys that had these little like cleanup injuries and things that were nagging were encouraged to not play in the bowl game by the staff at Florida State,
Right.
to prepare themselves for the combine. Say it worked out pretty good.
I would say it worked out
I
pretty
think
good.
that's
as well.
pretty good advice. For
I think so too.
that's unselfish as hell as a head coach to be like, hey, oops, potentially a head coach or a coordinator to say, hey, look, you've done enough here. We appreciate you. I totally respect your decision if you decide to go get ready for the combine and get that cleaned up and let some things rest extra week early.
Because there is so much technique involved in the drill part of it. You know what I mean? Like the measurable part.
Yeah.
The 40, the broad jump, the
shuttle,
vertical,
all
the
the
shuttle.
the gauntlet
Like
stuff that they
it's so
run.
much technique involved. It's not
Yes.
just go out and just do it. It's like especially in the 40.
Right.
If you're 40, if you're not explosive out of your stance
Yeah,
and
there's
you
a-
go up before you go out, like
There's a drive
That's time.
phase, and you have to work on the drive phase.
Right.
And you have to work on the gate, and like there's so much like technicality stuff that improves your numbers. And then like these guys, like some of them could have played through these injuries, but they were hurt. Like they were hurt and were banged up. And like I thought it was really cool. It's like it's a consolation prize as a Seminole fan, but like for them to go back, and they have to say this, but when they're asked about the Orange Bowl, they're like they kind of regret. They regret not playing, but they have to say
they
that.
have
Of
to say
course.
that. They don't regret it because of the numbers they just put up.
No, exactly. Their
Because they got
decision
I'm
paid
not saying
off.
they got a head start on that, but
They did.
they got a little bit of a head start on that.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's in my opinion, that's fine.
I wholeheartedly agree. So they had really good days. Jaheim Bell made money. He's probably going to be like an inline guy.
I think he's going to be where he's at no matter what.
Yeah. No, Johnny Wilson. Let's get to Johnny Wilson. Let's just get to it. Is there anyone else I'm missing off? Those are just the guys that ran really
Keon.
good 40s. Keon Coleman was slow. He ran a bad 40 time.
Did run a bad 40 times.
So,
4.6.
so here's what I want to say about Keon Coleman. This is where I wanted to get to. Keon Coleman ran a 4.61 40.
But then talk about the gauntlet.
His technique was awful in,
Yes.
in the 40.
Yep.
Okay, but when he was running the gauntlet, he had like the second fastest like top end speed running like while he's catching a football.
Talk our listeners and viewers
Through the
what
gauntlet?
the gauntlet is.
So the gauntlet is you catch a ball, then you turn, you catch a ball, and then you run straight down a line marker. So let's say it's a
Sideline
30
to sideline.
Yeah, it's a 30-yard line. So you run from sideline to sideline. You catch a ball one way, then you catch a ball the other way. For me, what it shows is guys with natural hands.
Correct.
Because if they don't fade it off, they catch the ball, drop, and they stay on that same line, and they never have to slow down. Like they don't have to move their head back to catch the ball.
Yeah.
You have natural hands.
Yep.
Right. Keon Coleman, straight line and was flying.
Like 22, 23 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think his top speed was like 20 and a half. But
I thought I got to 21 or 22.
I think
could
the
be wrong.
fastest was like 20.73. He was like
Oh, wow.
20.62 or something.
That's crazy.
Right.
So
So,
his game speed is faster than his 40 speed.
bingo.
Yeah, which is what I
He
care
plays football.
about. Yeah.
So like the technique of the 40, yet we talked about Trey Benson. It helped Trey Benson because he shows that he's got top end speed. For Keon, he plays immensely faster than a 4.61. Jerry Rice ran a 4.62. That's
Yeah.
great. So the greatest receiver of all time ran a 4.6.
And his ball skills are freaking unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think like I think if people actually and GMs get paid to do this, so I'm sure they did. But if they watched the production after this thing where we're not playing with the football,
Right.
where we're just running, they watched the production after that.
Yeah.
He didn't slip out of the first round
No, I agree.
at all, in my opinion.
I agree. But it is alarming that you do run a 4.65 at wide receiver. You have to run faster than that.
Yes,
I mean, there's just
I guess,
you
but
have to.
but we both know his game speed's not 4.6.
I agree, and I think that will show. It has shown on film. Like he's fine. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, I agree.
The other side, though, Johnny Wilson. You want to talk about his gauntlet first or his 40 first?
We can talk about his 40 first because 40 was good,
Unbelievable.
really good.
To be that big and run that fast, 4.52, 5.3.
Yeah, I think it was 4.5, maybe 2 or 3, whatever.
Yeah.
4.5
on this graphic it says 4.52, but I remember seeing 4.53. Either way,
4.52 is probably official. That's why.
that's flying. That is absolutely flying to be that size, that big of a human.
What do you weigh in at?
Like 240, I believe.
6'7", 240, running 4.5. If he don't move to tight end yesterday,
So that's my point. So Brock Bowers, 1. Is there another tight end in this draft that you take over Johnny Wilson?
no, there was about 5 tight ends that I really liked.
Yeah.
But,
Johnny Wilson will block. He will absolutely block.
but Johnny Wilson as a tight end at that size with that speed, you don't have to have the greatest route running. You don't have to have the greatest hands. You don't have to be
I think that's where
fantastic.
He fits. I think that's where he fits.
I think he would be a Darren Waller type, but more athletic.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe not more athletic. Early in Darren Waller's career, he was stupid athletic.
Yeah.
But Darren Waller played receiver his entire career until they said, hey, you're big, you're not real fast, you don't run great routes, you don't have great hands.
Yep.
Let's do something different. He was like, all right, cool. And then he did some drugs, and then he lost a couple of years of his life. But
Will you look up Johnny Wilson's drop rate just for – I'm just curious. But we'll keep having this conversation while he looks that up. Thank you. Excuse me. I agree, Joey. I agree. I think he should transition to tight end. I know he wants to, but I think in the right situation, I think he potentially could like fit into a situation where he is some inline blocker, traditional tight end, and then also like flexed out like in a slot.
so he's Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not quite. He doesn't have the hands that Kyle Pitts has.
No. But in that mold, like he's an athletic tight end that can block, but he can block, but he can play in the slot.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to read this. Among 286 FBS wide receivers with at least 50 targets in 2023, Johnny Wilson ranked 67th in overall PFF grade, 94th in receiving grade, and 221st in hands grade. I'm trying to find the drop rate.
5 drops, 10.9%.
Yeah, 10.9% drop rate.
226th best.
So almost there's only 60 guys worse than him drop rate wise. But 10%, like the margin in those numbers isn't like huge. I think his drops are like we remember them because they're really, really bad timing.
Right.
And like those are extremely critical. And you can't drop the ball in the NFL. Like NFL GMs do not have a taste for drops. Quarterbacks don't have taste for drops. Like that's the quickest way to not get targeted when you drop a critical ball. And he did drop critical balls. He also made like some unbelievable catches. So I think we both agree that hands are either natural. I think you maybe can work on them a little bit. Right. Like you either are a natural catcher or you aren't. I think there are ways to not put him in position to where he has to make like the tough catch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with that.
And then even then he dropped balls that were like easy catches.
Yeah.
So like I'm of the belief because I'm a Seminole fan and because I like him and I want him to succeed. I think that he can overcome the drop stuff. But a quick way out of the league will be if he can't overcome the drop stuff. I think it's pretty cut and dry. Like I think here's what I will say. And I was right about Anthony Richardson, and I think somebody will reach and take a chance on Johnny Wilson because of the measurables, because of his 40 time, because of some of the film that he has. He's a 1,000-yard receiver almost 2 years in a row. He's a willing blocker. He's not selfish. He's a 99th percentile. He's the biggest wingspan ever out of wide receivers, which is crazy to say. I think somebody will take a chance based off that stuff, Joey.
Right.
When you say take a chance,
Yep.
what do you mean?
Third, fourth.
Yeah, third, fourth.
Reach.
Yeah, they'll reach up and get him at third, fourth round. Especially, and I'm gonna give it to you, especially a team that is positioning or going to transition him to like, we need a tight end here. I don't like what's on the board. We're gonna draft him and we're gonna make him be that.
I think it's hard to draft a guy at receiver and not try to make him a receiver. I don't know that many teams will draft him saying if he doesn't work out here, I know he's going to work out here.
He wants to be a receiver, which also makes it challenging.
Right. For me, the NFL is not that league anymore. They're not the big-bodied receiver league anymore.
No, it's transitioning away from that.
Right. And if he was a good route runner, or his hands were a little bit better, I would say he's got a much better chance to succeed.
Yeah.
He's athletic. I'm telling you, if he plays tight end, he's tight end 1. Not overall in the league, but for a team, he is tight end 1 within a year or two.
I agree, especially if he embraces the role.
If he embraces the role, he's got that kind of ability. I wish he would do it because fantasy wise, it would be fun. If we're being totally honest.
Fair enough. My dad in there. DeAndre Hopkins ran 4.57. Cooper Kupp 4.62.
So Cooper Kupp stuck out to me.
Yep.
I remember watching because the whole wide world was on Cooper Kupp going into the combine. Like everybody was like, dude, this kid from Eastern Washington. I'm telling you, he's got it. He's like that, blah, blah, blah. And so, you can't find much film on Eastern Washington. So I watched the combine, and I was like, okay, well, he runs good routes. Gauntlets, got good hands, all that. And then I saw 4.62, and I was like,
not going to work.
4.62 is going to be tough. He don't play like a 4.62.
No.
He ain't getting caught from behind.
He's quick, and he has creates so much separation.
Yes. And like I said, when he's in the open field, he's not getting caught. So
No, I agree.
I think the numbers, I think we get so caught up in numbers that we forget that they play football too.
And check the film.
Right.
And that's the thing I'm saying is Johnny Wilson's film is either like, again, everyone remembers the really, really bad drops, but do they remember where he's going up top on people or catching balls at his ankles at 6'7"? Like, Jordan Travis didn't always throw the most catchable pass either, like if we're being honest. He underthrew him a lot of times.
Yeah.
He still dropped wide open balls where he's by himself, there's nobody near him, the ball's in his chest, and he drops it. But and that has to change. I'm on record saying if he continues to drop the ball at 10.9% rate in the NFL,
It won't last long.
He won't last long. He
Yeah,
won't.
he won't.
But if he cuts that down to 7%, Joey, or 6%, cuts it in half, 5%, he'll be a problem.
Yeah. If he was a first rounder, I think he could get away with dropping 10% for a while.
Yeah.
I saw Clayton's talking about Jerry Jeudy. People are still wanting to trade for Jerry Jeudy. Johnny will be fine in terms of hands. Jerry Jeudy was a first round pick. There's money invested. So
Yeah.
you have to and Jerry Jeudy runs freakishly good routes. Like
I'll also
he creates separation. He has nobody near him when the ball's coming, which makes it worse for his hands to suck so bad.
I'll also say this. I think there are certain it takes one. It just takes one
all it takes.
it just takes one like organization to take a shot and to say, you know what? We'll sacrifice the drops for the every down mismatch and problems that he can solve, like that he causes for coordinators, just by being out there and running his big ass around at 6'7", 240.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's a matchup nightmare. What do you do with him? Because you can't leave him alone. Because if you leave him alone and he catches it, then you're screwed. And you put him one-on-one with somebody, and I know you've been on the record saying that you're not scared of him for that reason. But from a defensive coordinator's perspective, I promise there are plenty that are scared of him, because if you neglect that problem and that problem shows up, it only matters when it matters.
The 160-yard.
The bomb, right? But so like that's the thing. Another Mike Norvellism. He said this about fumbling. He says it only matters. No one cares about fumbling until when you fumble. No one. It doesn't. It only matters when it matters. So you can't leave him alone. I think he demands attention because of his like attributes. That's all. My dad's in there throwing like
40
really really good wide receivers with like slower 40 times.
Larry Fitz, Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's look at the guys that he mentioned. DeAndre Hopkins, elite route runner, elite hands.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp, elite route runner, elite hands.
Yes.
Like best in the business for both of those guys.
Yep.
Larry Fitzgerald, elite route runner, the best hands that the NFL has ever seen. Anquan Bolden, elite route runner, elite hands.
I agree. I think
Keon Coleman is in that conversation with route running and hands. I don't know that he's elite in both, but he's good enough to where 4.61's not going to bother him, in my opinion.
I agree. We can move off of the draft. I think like so a lot of these guys are transfers. Jordan Jones transfer, Benson transfer, Johnny Wilson
mean Tink Tink?
transfer. Yeah, Tink Tink. They said he couldn't play. Remember
Couldn't
that?
play. Was broke up. Not going to be a good player. I remember a lot of Florida State fans saying that.
Yeah, not this one.
No, you were very, very publicly on that for a long time.
Yes, sir. Jared Verse transfer. Jaheim Bell transfer. Braden Fisk transfer. They all came to Florida State with not this stock, with not this draft grade, with not these results, and so they leave Florida State with this stock and with these draft results. Like that is a testament to Florida State. They're developing them. Period. I don't want to hear that. People need to let go of this whole
Johnny Wilson's a transfer. Keon Coleman's a transfer.
Yeah. This whole like theory that transfers are bad. Like you gotta let that go. Like whenever college football changed, let that go. Like these schools that take like Ole Miss and Ohio State, who just went heavy in the portal, if they have good year, you can't be like, well, they're not their players. Yes, they are. They're wearing Ole Miss colors. What are you talking about? Yes, that's what we live in now. This is reality. It used to be transfer. He's a bad apple. He can't stick. He just wants money. Okay, all that can be true, and he is still an alum of whatever school he goes to.
Yep.
He is your player. It's just like recruiting. That's the thing that bothers me. we don't like transfers, but we like recruits until they transfer. So like he wasn't ever yours either. Like, okay, cool. Like he wasn't yours. That old, like Jake said it earlier, college football is absolutely changed.
It's not the same.
And we said
And it will never be the same.
it cannot go back in. The toothpaste is out of the tube. It doesn't go back.
It physically can't.
So, but like people are, and I hope it's not anyone in the chat. And if it is, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, like, there's like it's my team, Florida State. They're like everyone's like, oh, they're a bunch of transfers. They don't develop them. Jared Verse came from Albany State. He's going to be a first rounder. Like Braden Fisk came from Western Michigan or something like that. Not going to be a first rounder, but made a ton of money. Like they are, and they will tell you that they're a Florida State alum. Like,
Right.
let that go. Like, let that go. Ricky Pearsall, transfer. He's a Gator. Like, stop that. That's old. It's
Graham
out of
Mertz,
date.
transfer, Gator.
Yeah.
Montreal Johnson, transfer, Gator. They're Gators.
Yeah, I agree. That whole, like, hating on a team because Cam Ward, Miami, he's a Hurricane. Like, y'all got him. Cool.
Might not be for long.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What?
is that for real?
No, he's going to be a Hurricane
For a year.
For a year. I just don't know if they're going to claim him for that long.
Apparently, he threw one long touchdown pass today on air, and everyone's going crazy.
Today?
Yesterday or whatever, something.
On Twitter? I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60-yard bomb.
He was under. Well, first of all, their indoor practice facility is only 60 yards, so it could have been
end to
60
end?
because he did not throw it from end to end.
Well, there you go.
It was about 40, and he underthrew him by about 7 yards. It's picked off.
I feel like someone said they didn't really like Cam Ward.
It was that guy.
It's me. I'm him. I could be an egg on my face later, though, Tyler.
I think all of those guys do something really good, though. What does Johnny Wilson do good? What's his best attribute?
6'7".
That's my thing with Johnny is I don't see anything that he does
His
excellent
best attribute, he's 6'7" and he runs
and he
4.52.
runs fast. Right.
Yeah, but
I just don't
Not a
know
lot
if
of
that
people that can do
translates to the
that.
NFL.
it may not translate to the NFL, but it did translate in college.
Right.
So, like, what's his best?
I think in comparison to Larry, Anquan, Cup, and Hopkins.
Yeah, those
for
are
me,
Hall of
Those
Famers.
are-
For me,
those are Hall of
those
Famers.
were more
We're thinking
comparisons.
That Johnny Wilson could be a 2 here. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
great.
For
Those
me,
guys are
those
Hall of
were
Fame
more
guys.
for Keon Coleman than it was for
Sure.
Johnny. I don't compare Johnny to any of those guys because Johnny's not that good. Keon has a chance to be pretty freaking good in my opinion.
Right.
So,
I agree.
so I think
Jake's-
when Marty was originally posting those, it
Keon.
was because we were talking about the 4.61 from
Yeah.
Keon.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think Keon has very good hands and does catch the contested ball very well.
Yeah.
Like,
I think teams, like Chris said, I think teams will look at a guy like T. Higgins, who's really tall, been really successful in the league, and think, maybe Johnny Wilson could be 80% T. Higgins.
I think that's a better comp for Keon again.
Yeah,
think,
I was going to
didn't
say
T. Higgins run kind of like a.
T. Higgins is like 6'3".
He's 6'4".
Is he?
Yeah, he's 6'4". I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny Wilson's obviously taller, but like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like the tall wide receivers that are in the NFL. There's not that many of them, but T's one of them.
I think if yeah, I agree. To answer Clayton's question, is Cooper Kupp a Hall of Famer? If he doesn't tear his ACL, probably.
Not
but,
right now.
No, not right this moment. But like, his trajectory pre-ACL was pretty good. And again, it was a year, but 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, elite of the elite. Like we're not saying Johnny Wilson has to be that to be drafted in the 3rd or 4th round.
Right.
So I think we're all saying the same thing.
Yep. Speaking of elite of the elite,
Yes.
Ooh, talk to me.
let's talk about Josh's barbershop.
Man, you're so good.
Mm.
I love Josh. I don't know him, but you guys talk about him so well that it makes me want to know Josh.
Man,
I don't know why you don't.
I had a really good conversation with Josh the other day.
Did you?
I'm not going to talk about it on air. I'll talk to you about it because it is an interest of yours as well.
Right.
Just as like the most helpful person, regardless of like what.
It doesn't matter what realm of life you're talking about.
It doesn't because it didn't have anything to do with anything that you would even consider that we would have interest in. And Josh was like, "Oh, well, I can help you out. I can help
Right.
you out," and was willing, like was excited. And,
Yep.
And to be honest, like set some things up as well. I was out of town, so I couldn't do it. But like, yeah, really genuine, like great people.
Yes.
Like just a good human.
Truly, I'm telling you, as good as it gets. He's
agree.
also a really great barber,
Yeah.
which makes it a double win here.
Yeah, so that's what I was getting at. So I go there, get my hair cut. The entire time, I thought I was there for 20 minutes. Well, you know, Josh, he's going to take time to make sure it's right. So he's making sure my haircut's right, my line's right. He's like, hey, man, sit back down. I got to fix that spot, this, that, or the other. Like, he is as good as it gets at his job, but then, like, just feeling I'm serious. Sitters, I know you have a barber that you go to, and I get it. I understand. Just give Josh like a shot, even if it's just one haircut, and you go back to your normal person. Your normal person will understand. Like, it'll be okay.
Right.
But just give it a shot. He is that good. Like, I feel so good about like stamping it.
Same.
Let's read Jake Kennedy here. Shout out Josh. He got me in on short notice right before a wedding. Hooked me up in a time of need. Great dude.
Same thing. He did the same thing for me. I drug my feet, messed around. Had my sister-in-law's wedding that I had to go to. I'm like, look, I need some help. He's like, dude, I got you. And that was it. He did not make me feel bad about it at all. Come here. You would have thought that I'd had this booked for months in advance.
Right.
Just good people, good business, good product. Like, it's really, really easy to endorse someone like that.
It is. Again, supports local. We're going to support him. Period.
Number.
He cut Sherm's hair.
He did. Yeah, he did. He cut Sherm's hair the same day he cut mine.
Yeah.
I had to leave. I left them two there. Called Sherm after I got done with practice. I was like, "How was it?" He's like, "Man, it was great. It was great." He's
Good
like, "Josh is good people." I'm like,
Bingo.
never a doubt.
Yep.
But yeah, give him a call. Oh, actually, don't give him a call. Text him 386-247-1430. Text him. Tell him you want to get on the schedule. He'll send the schedule over to you. Then you get on the schedule and you stay there forever and ever.
I'm going to make my dad an appointment there.
I love it. I think you should.
I'm going to do that.
Your dad and Josh would.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be a great.
Pops,
match.
I got you. We're going to get a haircut at the same time. Chop it up with Josh.
Can I do that too?
Yeah.
I go?
I'm here for that.
Will you just tell me when?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, text Josh, hook that man up. I think that was the neighbor.
It's cool.
My AC's not working here. It's a little warm. It's
I'm not
a
going to take
little
my hat off
stuffy.
right now because I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's a little stuffy, but doors are open. The airflow's still not great.
But professionals,
I feel
we just do what we do.
We just
I feel all right.
push through. Do you feel all right?
I feel
You're
all
in a
right.
hoodie too, so that's impressive.
crazy.
I feel all right.
This thing's light that I'm in, but ooh boy,
What we got right now? What's
All right.
next?
Let's talk a little QB roulette here.
there's a couple of these I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
So we've got.
Is this a game? Are we about to play a game?
He put Tyrod Taylor on here. I just saw that for the
Oh,
first time.
I did not.
All right, so here's the quarterbacks. Here's
No,
the
that was me. I
quarterbacks.
did all that.
Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield, Russell Wilson. Where do they land?
Oh,
Let's
I thought it was
start.
going to be like start one, cut one, bench one.
Oh, we could do that too.
We can do that one.
We'll
too.
find
Did
one.
you say start one, kill one, bench one?
Cut one.
Cut?
I thought he said kill.
I'm not.
No, I think we could all.
I'm not
we could all
crazy
agree
like
not to
that.
kill anyone tonight.
Oh my God, that's you, not me.
All right, let's go.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Justin Fields, Atlanta.
Yeah,
You say Atlanta?
Atlanta. I'm like I
That's
push.
like what I want.
I'm gonna
I
push a
don't-
lot of chips in and say Atlanta.
Vegas.
Why isn't Ryan Tannehill on this list, by the way?
Because nobody cares where he's going.
He's going to Pittsburgh.
No chance he goes to Pittsburgh, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay. You think Vegas?
Vegas and Justin Fields, baby.
Why?
Hey, Georgia fans hate Justin Fields, by the way.
Why do they hate Justin Fields?
Oh my God, because he left and went to Ohio State.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
not
but that's-
Georgia's fault that
that's
they played
his,
Stetson
that's their
Bennett.
fault.
Okay, I'm just telling you what Georgia fans hate him.
That is 100% Kirby Smart. That's,
George, yeah, I got my
Yeah, I'm
my
here.
rod on me. We're
I'm
good.
here. I'm good. We're good.
There's noise outside of this door right now. So, at least if they do anything stupid, we'll just turn the camera on them and y'all go catch them later. So,
Good call. We got plenty of cameras going right
anyhow,
now.
they don't like
so
him.
Vegas for
Vegas for Justin Fields.
why?
New coach, new system. They don't have a guy right now. I don't think they can bring in a mid veteran because
See, that's exactly what I think they're going to do.
if they do that, then that creates too much of a battle between Aiden O'Connell and then said person.
Not if it's a good mid-veteran like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, there's zero chance Kirk Cousins goes there.
Hey, there's
more-
zero chance.
Yeah,
but
it's not. Yeah.
but that type of guy, that'd be fine.
Well, Kirk Cousins also isn't a mid veteran either. He's a top tier veteran right now.
Yes. Keep going.
I mean, Ryan Tannehill's a mid veteran, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I would agree.
So
with that. I
Aiden
would agree.
O'Connell and Ryan Tannehill, what's the difference? So you're going to start Aiden O'Connell, but can you really win a Super Bowl with Aiden O'Connell? No.
No.
So
Heck
you bring
no.
so you bring in a guy that it's boom or bust. It's Justin Fields to me, in my opinion. Only guy you can.
You're
bring
making fair points. Let's move on. I love it. I'm still going to say Atlanta.
I'm saying Atlanta because I think that's the most fun.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I think that
Georgia fans, and that's why I say that. I say Georgia fans. Georgia fan is a Falcons fan too. He is so pissed. Hates Justin Fields. So whenever the smoke was swirling, he was going to they just can't do anything right. I absolutely despise the Atlanta Falcons organization. No, anyways,
why can't Kirk go to Las Vegas? He just doesn't want to go there.
where's Cart going?
He's going to Atlanta,
Oh my
and it is
God!
done.
What a downgrade.
You think so?
Done. It's done. Yes.
Why? How do you know that?
Vegas odds, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they also had the head coach for Alabama
Yeah, wrong.
Yeah, they got that way wrong.
Did y'all see
and then
where
what
that
happened?
the
And
head
then-
coach was actually supposed to be Mike Norvell?
Yes. And then what
No, they
happened?
didn't
though?
make him an offer.
Oh, okay. Well, the
But then-
ESPN
hey.
article they sent out today, Byrne, the AD, refused to say who number one was, a.k.a. Mike Norvell.
Yeah. What
Jake's
happened?
gonna
What
kill me
happened
for
as the
that.
night went on?
Yeah, it got a little bit
It
different.
started going the other way, right?
How do you feel about Kirk to Atlanta?
I love Kirk to Atlanta. I think it's a perfect fit.
I feel like Kirk to
I think
Seattle makes more
Jameis to
sense.
Atlanta is the perfect fit. Can you imagine that guy in Atlanta?
Oh my
I like
gosh.
Jameis to Atlanta too.
I would love that.
I
you
do.
want to talk about? You think he's going to let somebody tell him, don't give the ball to Bijan, and don't throw the ball to Kyle Pitts?
Nope.
Jameis Winston doesn't care. His coach told him to take a knee. He turned around and handed the ball off. He does not care.
Because he loves his teammates.
You're not calling the shots, Jameis is. He's throwing the ball to Kyle Pitts. He's throwing it to Drake London. He's giving the ball to Bijan. Jameis to the Falcons, and that's what I want. I'll be a Falcons fan.
I would not be opposed to being a Falcons fan.
Fair enough.
All right.
No
I'm a
Maxwell-
Falcons fan anyways.
No Maxwell tonight.
Go, hey, I don't understand why you wouldn't trade a number one pick to build around Justin. Bears gonna Bears. I agree with that.
Yes.
I do like Caleb Williams. Let me say that. As a football player, I don't like everything else about Caleb Williams.
Yeah, that unfortunately that comes with him.
That comes with him, exactly. So give me Justin Fields over that any day.
don't
Yes,
know.
I agree with Jake. Bingo. Like,
But it's not
going
gonna
to
happen.
I will say this. I think the Bears.
There's so much pressure for them to take Caleb Williams
There's
because he's
that.
generational.
I personally don't see that. I could be wrong. I'm not with that.
But-
His makeup doesn't work.
I don't think that the Bears are going to get a return that they want. I think people saw what happened last year and are scared out of their minds.
What return do you think they want?
I think they probably want 2 firsts and a mid.
Zero chance. They want a second. That's it.
There's no way they want a second
They
round.
they have no leverage in the situation though.
That's why I'm saying that's exactly my point. That's what they want is like 2 firsts and a mid.
But there's nobody in that front office that believes they can get that. Nobody.
That's literally what they traded last year for. That's why they
Right.
think they can get that. Or okay. Let me rephrase. That's what they would like to get out of the number one
Sure,
pick.
I mean, I'm sure they would like more than that. They'd probably
Sure.
like 4 number ones.
They would at least like an extra number one, maybe in the
Right,
future.
probably Kyle Pitts and Drake London to go along with it. I'm sure that's what they would want.
You said a mid second.
I said a second round pick. They're
Okay.
going to take a second round pick and maybe a third or fourth.
I mean,
Maybe 2 seconds. They may take a second this year and a second next year, but they will not get a first round pick for Justin
and
Fields.
we're assuming that they trade back to whatever team's number one pick is this year, first round pick this year, right? You're not just saying like 1 over 1. I just want to make sure we're clear.
Huh?
It's like
I'm
1-1.
confused. So
They're not
and-
trading their first pick. No, they're drafting Caleb Williams with that pick.
He's saying, why don't we trade that pick?
Oh yeah, to keep Fields.
Yes.
Oh yeah. They're trading back to take that pick,
Yes,
and then
yes.
they'll get future
Yes,
picks. Yes,
okay,
yes. I thought you were talking about like trading Fields.
No.
My bad.
Yeah. They get a second for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's my bad.
okay. I was so confused. I'm like,
I
a
was so
second for
confused
1-1?
why you were like 2 firsts. They have no leverage. They can't. No, they could
Y'all-
get
y'all-
get 2 firsts for that pick.
Yeah.
y'all
this year
started
and next
talking
year.
about picks and lost me. I was like, whoa! This was happening like really fast.
We were
this
just
is
on.
the
We
first
were
game.
on.
We were
Like I was on
totally
page
different
4, and you were
wavelengths.
on page like 93.
Yeah, and everyone else is somewhere
But now we're
between.
on the same page, and yes, they can get that for that pick. But for Fields, they're not getting that.
Right, fair.
No, they're not. They're not.
All right, what
Well,
else?
it's Fields just isn't. I mean, he's a valuable commodity, but for only 2 years, and then you got to pay him $50 million. I mean, that's just
Which is
way-
the going
that's-
rate.
That's
That's
the
what you're
National
gonna pay
Football League.
anyone that's worth.
That's what you're going to pay
worth
anybody at this point. And the salary cap went up to like 255 this year, 255 million.
yeah, dude.
So like money isn't quite as like
Yeah,
really
they're making it, so they don't care.
100%.
All right,
Yeah.
what's next? Who's next?
I think Jameis Winston is next.
I want him in Atlanta.
You think he's gonna get a starting gig?
He should.
Well, I
He's a
definitely-
top 30.
we've
He's a
said
top
that
30.
for the
He's
last
a top
few years.
32 quarterback in the league right now.
I could see if Fields doesn't go to Vegas, I could see Jameis going to Vegas.
I don't want him to go to Vegas.
I think it's
That would be a problem for Jameis.
Too much trouble in Vegas.
That is a problem for Jameis.
Nowhere to live in Vegas. No,
But
no.
listen, Devontae Adams' fantasy season would be fire.
Oh, he will get 100,000 targets. Triple
I missed
cover.
the NFL so much already.
I love the NFL.
Where's it going?
I don't know. Pitt?
I think Russell goes to Pittsburgh. That's why I haven't said Pittsburgh yet.
Yuck.
Ew.
Go.
You think
Steelers.
Russell goes to Pittsburgh?
Gross.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Like
Next.
That was
the
fun.
only cool enough head coach in the league that can make Russell Wilson not a goober
Nope.
is Mike Tomlin.
no.
Nope, he can't.
No.
Not even Mike Tomlin can
No.
do that.
And I don't think Russell goes to Pittsburgh because Mike Tomlin doesn't want to deal with Russell Wilson.
Correct. Bingo.
That guy dealt with so many things in his career.
Dude, they were all.
Mike Tomlin,
And he's getting
Mike
older,
Tomlin
doesn't
is
wanna do it anymore.
A-okay with Russell Wilson at this point.
Dude, Roethlisberger, Plaxico
AB.
Burress shot himself.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell.
Plax shot himself in New
New
York. Yeah. Still, he was in the locker room at some point.
Yeah, he's dealt with enough. He can handle Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he's a very good guy.
Baker, Tampa.
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 Stays in Tampa.
Great. Russell Wilson?
I think Pittsburgh.
Nah, don't care.
I don't have a clue where he goes.
Yeah, neither. No.
I don't know that anybody. So I don't know the
Yeah.
details of his contract. Clayton, help me with the contract details here.
For Russ?
Yes.
Russ can sign. So the big thing with Russ is he can sign for the veteran minimum because Denver's paying him $40 million.
Okay. Clayton's got
That
to love
sucks so bad. Woo. Man.
That's why like he's actually a pretty sought after guy because I mean you can literally pay him nothing. He's going to be your starting quarterback and he's going to make $41 million this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that. Yeah.
I like the graphic that's up there right now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
put
the
that up.
easiest one ever, though.
It's so easy.
Can we
it's
find another one,
unbelievable.
too? While we're talking about this one, can we find another one?
Let me put it up on the screen for the sitters.
We're not going to agree on this.
Yeah.
Because
well,
Joey's a moron. No offense.
Okay, well, I think I might be with Joe because I think I read his. Thank
you.
this.
Go ahead,
I
Chris.
knew-
Go ahead, Chris.
Yep, I knew I liked Chris.
This is easy to me.
What? What are you getting rid of?
Canes.
Not close.
Dude, there's no way.
Dude, you like Canes because we don't have them.
No, I like Cane's because it's good food.
No, it's a delicacy because we don't have them.
No, I
It's
would.
very overrated. Their bread is dry.
Dude, their bread is so good.
It is so dry.
Mid bread.
Every now and then they're gonna put a lot of butter on it, and you may get a good slice here or there. But
Okay, but what do you do with your bread? Like, how do you eat your?
it's the
Zaxby's bread?
easiest thing ever.
How do
Listen,
you eat your Zaxby's bread?
this is okay. This is the. I'm sure everyone does this, but this is the chicken hack of all time. Okay, you literally get a chicken finger plate at Zaxby's or Cane's, and then you take the chicken tender, the biggest one, fattest one,
It's very simple.
simple, and
put it
you
on the
put
bread.
it in the bread, and you grab the bread, roll it up, and you take a bite.
Dog, I've never done this.
Shut your mouth.
See,
Then your-
this is why your opinion's
then
invalid.
your chicken opinion doesn't matter in this room right now.
How is this possible?
Shut your
How is it
mouth. How do you eat
possible?
your bread? You just take a.
He takes the crust off like a child and
You're
eats it like
so
a boat.
Tyler. You are so white right now. That was the whitest thing that you've said in 5 years of this podcast. You eat the bread like just one bite of bread.
No, I dip it in Zax sauce.
God.
That's what I do with my bread too, except there's a fat chicken finger in there.
Why don't you just get nibblers? That's literally what a nibbler is.
Because I
Or-
want the other 5 chicken fingers in my box.
Yeah, and all of the fries. Are you
Yeah.
serious? Nibbler. Think of what we just said. Nibbler.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not a grown
Hold
man
on.
going to order a nibbler
Hold on.
either.
This is
So I
ridiculous.
haven't got to give my take yet, and I am with Cooey and Waylon. Get rid of KFC.
No, man. KFC has too much diversity. Can't do that. They got the famous bowl.
That's my thing. That's why I'm keeping
Dude, the Famous
KFC.
Bowl is
So you're gonna
so
fire the
elite.
famous bowl? Are you
Buy
serious?
Popeyes. Buy Popeyes.
No, stop
absolutely
it.
not. That's the best chicken place on the thing right now.
Absolutely.
Just not in Lake City.
Absolutely.
You can't go to the one in Lake City.
It's not in the. It's not in the ghetto enough. Honestly.
It's
Seriously, that's
No.
a true story. Everyone will
Ralph
tell
is
you.
No.
cooking. There we go, Clayton.
Well, he's. No.
My
Are you
guy
s-
Clayton.
So where? How can he be cooking? He hasn't even told you which one he'll get rid of yet.
I just did.
Which one? You haven't yet, actually,
Well, KFC has the
because they're
Famous Bowl.
behind us right now. I know you're not getting rid of Jesus' chicken.
No,
yeah,
no.
Chick-fil-A's in there to stay.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
Popeyes.
for debate.
Popeyes.
From every
No
community. too.
way.
Buy Popeyes.
No way.
You had a good run.
Popeyes is so mid. You are crazy.
The Famous Bowl is
Listen,
the most
Because he
elite
probably
thing
gets
on the
Clayton
the
probably
side.
gets chicken tenders from Popeyes. You have to get like the chicken, mixed chicken. You have to get it spicy and crunchy, and then you're okay. And the fries, Popeyes fries. Are y'all serious right now? And their biscuit,
I don't want to talk about anybody else but Cane's right now. Raising Cane sauce is so good.
dude. I've had Cane's like 4 times in my life because we don't have it.
And which time were you like,
Never,
man, I wish this was in Lake City?
never,
Really?
never.
Never once.
Huh.
I've had it probably 5 to 10 now, and never was I like, man, this. I'm fat. I love food. So did I eat it? Absolutely. Did I eat every single bite on my tray? 1,000% yes. Did I destroy the sweet tea?
Thank you, Clayton.
Yes. But did I leave there thinking this was better than Zaxby's? No. Is there a diverse menu? Absolutely not.
Let's rank these
What's
1
the
through
point?
4. Let's rank these 1 through 4. Go.
Popeyes 1.
Popeyes 1. Okay.
Chick-fil-A 2.
I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A 1.
I'm okay with reversing that.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A 1,
Chick-fil-A 1. And I don't
Popeyes 2 for me.
Yeah. KFC 3.
Chick-fil-A for me is number 1 because you can get so many different things that are so elite.
Guthrie's. Guthrie's is better. I said this in a
Yes,
text message. I don't know who I was talking to. Way better.
Gut box.
Guthrie's.
Dude, I don't go to Tallahassee. When am I going to go to Tallahassee?
I have
brother?
got to take you with me sometime.
Oh, Lord.
You've never had Guthrie's?
You've never had a gut box?
Bro,
I
Is
bet
it
I
only
bet
in
Clayton's had a gut
Tallahassee?
box.
No, there's Guthrie's all over the world.
But
First
when-
time I had it was
where's
in
the
Montgomery.
closest Guthrie's to me?
I don't know, but the one in Tallahassee is the best.
Have you guys
Look,
ever
right
had,
there, Cameron Cooey, Guthrie's in Tallahassee. I bet all
Listen,
those
John
boys.
Sherman, when he listens to this, he'll be screaming through the car that he's in. Guthrie's in Tallahassee. It's like the first one ever made. It really is.
Yeah.
And so he tells me all the time, Guthrie's is the best. Guthrie's is immensely better than Raising Cane's.
Have y'all had
Absolutely.
Foosackleys?
Okay, no, but let's get back to this top 4 list.
Okay, we're going to go back to Foosackleys.
Chick-fil-A 1,
Yes. Number 1 is Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes 2 for me.
KFC
And you could convince me to flip those. I'm okay with that. KFC 3, the diversity, and then Cane's 4 because it's on the list. But if it wasn't on the list,
Gut
Look
bucks,
at that.
no slaw, extra fries. Talk to me. Give me a sweet tea and let's ride. Yep.
I feel
Yep.
like I'm missing out on like a culture experience.
well, you wouldn't have partaken in this because Clayton nailed it right there. Gut boxes post the strip was literally 3 times a week. That's the go out,
Yeah.
go get a gut box. It's open
Yeah.
till like 2 a.m. And it's like bust your gut so good.
All right.
KFC 2 for Sherman. Sherman, I need your top 4.
Yeah, sure.
Because I guarantee you I know who he's cutting. I'm positive I know who he's cutting.
Yeah, no, we're not doing slaw at all. No slaw. at
No
Zaxby's,
slaw
slaw.
ever. No slaw. Zaxby's no
slaw.
slaw anywhere.
Chicken finger plate, no slaw.
Extra
Yeah.
fries.
And
Always.
please, the next time you get it, will you promise to please put the biggest chicken
Oh,
strip that you
I
get?
promise I will.
The biggest one. You
That
have to.
sounds fire.
It's
In the bread.
the best.
Dip it in the sauce.
You
Yeah.
notice that they stopped putting as much Zax sauce in the little cups though?
See, I don't need Zax sauce.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
No,
I knew he didn't. He's not a sauce guy. He doesn't
I'm
eat
not a
sauce.
sauce
You're
guy.
not a sauce guy?
Oh, here's what I do with my. Here's
He doesn't
what I do
eat
with my-
ranch
No
either.
wonder.
Listen, here's what I. No, don't say no wonder because they eat plenty of fried chicken. here's what I do. Here's what I do. I get a 4-finger plate, extra fries, no slaw, sweet tea to drink. Okay.
Bingo.
I get home. I don't eat it. I wait till we get home. I'll take like
Because then the bread's a little bit more soggy.
in the fries too. Louisiana hot sauce, boom, on the chicken. Load it down. Then I take Lowry's on the fries. Close the lid, shake it up.
No, the
and-
freak you don't.
Are you serious?
You shake it up and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I toss
He's
it
elite.
in Louisiana hot sauce. And then you find the biggest chicken tender and you're like, that's the one. That's the one. On the bread, and then it's go time. Dude, I just changed your Zaxby's life right there.
Yeah, that's elite. I can't lie.
Just being honest. Chick-fil-A, wow, love it. Guess who got cut? Guess who freaking got cut by the best cook in the chat right now?
He didn't even put them in. He didn't even put their name in there.
Don't deserve it. They spelled Canes with a C. I'm not doing it.
I mean, it's not. They're not number 1 for me.
They're not. Yeah.
They're not in my MySpace top 8.
No.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem.
I don't know. They might be top 8.
If we're gonna say that
know. Cookout's
Zaxby's,
crazy.
well, if Zaxby's was on that list, where would you put them?
1.
Okay, Cane's
Bro,
is the
it's
closest.
not-
So, okay, I would probably agree with you.
Okay.
Here's my problem. Cane's is the closest thing to Zaxby's on that list.
It is a Dollar General version of Zaxby's, therefore it's
So
off
for
the top.
me,
Did you see me say that?
Did you say that?
Did you see me say the Clover Valley brand Zaxby's?
No, that's Dollar General though.
Come on now.
Come on.
Come on now.
Chick-fil-A 1. That's gonna be Cane's 2, KFC, Popeyes. I can't even do it with a straight face.
You're racist,
No
kicking
worse.
Popeyes off, bro.
What?
Why would you do that?
You did it. I didn't pick it.
Oh my gosh.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I have been to all 5 Zaxby's in Italia. I would drive that. I can't see because there's a heart there.
I haven't off. I said I would drive.
That 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. So everybody's in agreement that Cane's isn't as good as Zaxby's, and so if it's not as good as Zaxby's, and it has no diversity at all on their menu,
I
what
agree
can
with
you
Shane
get?
Pope. Hold on, I agree with
Whoa,
Shane Pope.
whoa.
Zaxby's dinners have gotten too skimpy.
I don't know what they're doing
Not in
in
Lake
damn
City.
Central Florida.
Not in Lake City.
Not in Lake City.
No, sir.
These are still
No,
steroid chickens here.
Yeah,
still.
they've been ordering from the Mayo Thriftway. I can tell you that.
Fact.
Yeah.
Closing
This is
was
the dumbest
trash,
show ever.
No, it's the best show. I love
No,
this.
because you're wrong, and you got exposed for your awful food taste.
There was
kidding.
go up.
I
There's a
agree.
couple people that kicked out KFC, which was shocking to me.
Well, then they've since reconciled their differences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I want to
Cooey-
eat
Cooey.
Guthrie's.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, you want to eat Guthrie. I'm
If
serious.
you ever go out to like Panama City and you see a Foosackly's, try it.
Never heard of it.
Not me either.
It's like Zaxby's, okay? But you get more food and it's like 30% cheaper. I don't know how they make money.
I remember when Zaxby's was cheap though.
Yeah, me too.
That's what Foosackly's is.
Don't
It's
worry about it.
unbelievable.
Say it again.
Foosackly's.
Here's-
Foosackly.
Here's another thing that you do at Zaxby's, and this you definitely need to because you have like children and everything else.
Pull that screen down so we can make sure we don't miss anything. Over here, this thing.
Oh, the chat, the comments.
What up, Trace?
Here's the thing. Here's what you do. On Zaxby's, you get the app. You can scan your receipt. After like literally 2 meals, you get a $10 off
At Zaxby's, yeah.
at Zaxby's.
$10 off.
Or you can get like a meal, like what my kids can eat.
You want to know a fun fact?
Bingo.
I know like all the heat that's coming to Zaxby's like over the next 3 to 6 months. It's great.
Yeah, I'm with that. And
Yeah, Cooey.
Reed Cooey's coming.
Yeah,
I'm
Cooey,
here.
that's
I'm
happening.
I'm actually coming like with Columbia High School coaches, but I will gladly come with Front Porch Crew as well.
Front Porch Crew's
coming.
going.
We're coming for a spring practice, us Columbia coaches. So we'll see you then too. But
Bring me back some Guthrie's.
no, you're going to want it live. But we'll also bring the Front Porch out there. We need to do that actually during the spring.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I love that. We'll do that. We need to do that. We'll
gonna
get
make
with
that
you.
happen. We're
We'll
gonna
get
make
our
that
people. Get with your people, and we'll do that.
No, the cookout is the real deal.
You mean like the place that you can order a corn dog with anything?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. What?
Like I dropped his penny.
Bro, have you ever ate cookout?
No.
Oh my god.
Is this in Tallahassee?
No.
No,
Okay.
I've had it. I've had it when I was going through
No,
Georgia.
It's more of like a Georgia thing. I don't think we have a cookout in Florida. It is next level. It's all.
I have my hoodie on so they
good.
can't look at me. Shame. It's like a dog, like how they put the
cone of shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the hoodie of shame.
Yeah. I hate that for you.
Man.
I hate that your food takes have been exposed so poorly today.
You know, I see.
It was a rough go for me.
I know this is an easy answer, but I'm now curious because I have to find. It's a food question. So
I know.
We're at that part of the show. I have to know because this happened this morning, so I need to know this. When you eat your eggs, okay, what utensil do you use?
Fork.
Duh, right? Fork. I watched a grown behind man today with a spoon
No, he
On
didn't.
purpose?
on purpose,
Like he chose
cutting
the
up it
spoon.
like
And then scooped it up?
sectioning off his eggs and eating it out of a spoon.
My son is 3 years old. You know what utensil he uses?
His fingers.
His fork.
That's what he should do.
He's almost 4, to be fair.
Okay, but still, he's not using a spoon.
No, he uses a fork.
Yeah, stab the egg and eat the egg. What are we doing? It's weird. It caught me off guard. Honestly, I had to quit watching. He was by himself, which
Did
is
it make you
fine.
uncomfortable?
No, because the food was so good. It outdid.
Where was this
everything.
at?
Okay, so it's called Another Broken Egg.
Okay.
It's in Jacksonville.
So this is not someone you knew.
No, it's
This is just a random.
No, I would have snatched the spoon out of his hand if I knew him and threw it on the floor.
Right.
And said, "Eat eggs like a man."
Either use your hands or use a fork. I don't care which. You figure it out.
Dude, I don't care if you pick a plate up and pour it in your mouth.
But we're not using a spoon.
Stop scooping your eggs.
I'm with you.
Freaking me out, man.
Was he holding it? You know, with like a.
I didn't
full
watch
finish?
it. I don't think he was shoveling it a little bit. I think it was a little bit more like.
Use a sophisticated spoon.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It was bizarre. But eggs, like fork. What are we doing?
It's very easy.
It's not hard. It freaked me out. Unbelievable. They had andouille sausage. The best sausage. The best I ever had in my entire life today.
Wow.
And I never say that. You know that I never say that.
Wow.
Best I ever had in my life today.
Dang.
All right.
Serious. I'm so serious. It is so good. It's as I was telling you guys. It was before off
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
You
The
were.
New Orleans style place breakfast we ate this morning. Unbelievable. So good.
I'm intrigued. One more thing. When I was at Tulane after a night out on Bourbon Street, chicken from Popeyes was the best.
Bingo. That's my guy.
And
So-
you eliminated that place.
I'll bring it back just for Marty.
I just don't understand. Have
A
you
night
ever,
out on Bourbon Street. Golly, Dad. Whew.
Joey, we don't need.
have
You
you ever
lived your
eaten at
best
Popeyes
life.
outside of Lake City?
Nah, I'll play it.
Have you ever eaten at the one inside of Lake City?
Yeah, a couple times.
It's not. It's too close to. Okay,
The
listen.
problem with it is
I'ma
by
tell
the
you.
time
I'ma
you
tell
get
you.
your
No,
food,
no,
you
we're
forgot
not.
that you were hungry.
I will say. I know the problem with that one.
Don't say it.
I will say it.
Don't say
No, the problem with the one in Lake City. I can't say it.
it. Yeah, there you go. All right, Sanders.
it takes way too long to get your food. That's
It
the
does.
thing.
It takes.
does. It does
and
take way too
then like the thing never.
The speaker's
is working.
broken.
It-
The speaker's
never
always
working.
broken.
But that's how you should know that it's probably going to be good.
In theory, yes.
Yeah.
That's why all the other ones are good. This one, forgot.
One more.
I thought you were gonna close it there.
Stop
The,
before I say what I was going to say. It's funny.
We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch
Oh,
out.
yeah, let's
what
do
do you
it.
think of PDQ?
Very overrated.
Would you pick PDQ over
No.
Canes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would. I would not.
No, I gotta go
No.
Canes. PDQ.
Yeah.
PDQ
way.
is garbaggio.
It has no seasoning at all.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
It's
I
like
don't- I
it's
think
like
you're right.
literally eating like a boiled
Yeah,
chicken
it's
tender.
not good. It's not good. At
It's
all.
bad.
And they like try to copy every other good chicken place.
Yeah,
With the
it has
waffle fries
no
and stuff.
seasoning. I can't
Yeah.
do that.
You're not wrong about this.
I just wanted to make
I got
sure-
it smothered in sauce, and it was okay.
Yeah, you
and that's
smother it in
just
sauce
okay.
and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Church's chicken, I'm with Church's chicken. Their breakfast is better than their lunch, though. I'll be honest.
Listen, the best breakfast in the game is Bojangles. That blueberry biscuit
It didn't
the-
make it
with
in
the
Lake
icing?
City. It didn't make it in Lake City.
with the icing on it. Mm-hmm.
Right out of business in Lake City.
That's because Lake Cityans don't know what's good food, Tyler.
You want blueberry? What did you say? A blueberry biscuit for
Hey,
breakfast?
I got to tell y'all something real quick. Stop for a second.
Hard pass.
Dude, it was so good.
This summer,
It's the best breakfast.
this
item.
summer
I
when
want, like,
blueberries
not the
start
best,
growing,
but-
when blueberries start growing, Michelle and the kids they go pick blueberries.
Okay.
She comes home and she makes blueberry muffins.
Oh,
If you thought the cookies were good, oh my god! Listen,
I wish
These
we could
blueberry
have saw your
muffins?
face right then.
I know. Oh my gosh,
I wish.
it is so
We
amazing.
got. Can we get you on camera?
We gotta figure it out. I don't have the other cable broke. We'll work on it.
I agree with the last two comments. PDQ's sauce selection is so good.
Honestly,
yeah, but
I-
like their signature PDQ sauce.
But
is
you're not
not
a sauce
good.
guy, so that doesn't.
The
but I
PDQ
like
sauce is
hot
not good.
sauce and like barbecue
See,
sauce.
to me, the PDQ sauce is like the worst one.
It's not good at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
I don't.
I've
enjoy
The
eaten-
other ones
PDQ
are
sauce.
okay. Like their barbecue sauce is
The
really, really
PDQ
good.
sauce
The honey
reminds me
mustard
of
is really, really
the
good.
Raising Cane sauce.
I've only eaten that place one time, and I was just like, "This is
It's very mid.
Where'd you eat it at?
Gainesville."
Yeah,
I've had it in Gainesville and Jack's.
not good either.
Not a big fan.
Not a fan.
Honestly, like very underwhelming.
Yeah.
The mac and cheese was horrific.
Give me hip hop chicken 10 times out of 10 before I have that, and they get shut down every other week.
Are they still open?
Dude, their health inspection, they fail it every single time they show up.
So did Domo, but it was the greatest restaurant in the history of Lake City.
So bad health inspection, good food.
Every single time.
Might get sick later, but that's okay. Take a chance.
I've never eaten at a restaurant better than Domo in my whole life.
Stop it.
Ever.
Don't do that.
Sherman. I know you're still in here, Sherman.
No way.
Back me up on this.
Stop.
But we're getting off. We're going home now.
All right, that's gonna be it for today, sitters. That's been Tyler Robb along with Joey Edge and Chris Martinez. We are Front Porch Sitting. Catch you next time, sitters.
I'm trying to get my
There.
balloons. Let's
And
go.
lasers.
Turn
There
up.
we go.